Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Ooh, let's begin with name the thing. Now to me this had two really strong meanings in it. One was name the thing that you've been working towards, that's in your dream to-do list, that's on your bucket list, that creative endeavor, that meeting, that poem, whatever it is, something that inspires the socks off you. Now, I had a full on situation with this yesterday and I took immediate action. And one of the things that popped into my consciousness that I knew was important was for me to have a beautiful garden this spring and to have a plant-filled kitchen with gorgeous, sprouting flowers and plants and trees and things that just add that life and pop of color and just make me feel awesome when it's the first thing I see in the morning. And that's exactly what happened today. So I bought the other day, I started with a couple plants. Then I got this really neat miniature tree, and I'm just learning about all of the different ways they like to be watered and cared for. And later I'm going to be playing them a little plant music. Yes, that exists, and I'm so happy that I know that. It's crazy because I feel like we're plants. And also a little weeping willow tree that Joni got me, and a big vase of bright yellow flowers. And when I saw it, it just made my heart sing. It made me so happy. It made me so optimistic. It made me just feel like, yes, this space is beautiful. And also name the thing is what is also, sorry, the cat is climbing on things. What is also maybe, come here. What is also maybe bothering or sticking in your consciousness that needs taken care of, whether it is a spring clean, whatever it is, we name it and we take active steps towards that. That is the process and absorb too for all of that, whether it is meeting someone new and we're trying to process and absorb the energy that we feel from them, having a conversation and letting yourself relax into the energy and go, how do I feel in my heart? How do I feel in my mind? It could be anything. If you're assessing a relationship with somebody currently, are you getting equal output when it comes to time, attention, affection, and all of that? Also, this is something to do with life choices too. Let's process and absorb. Let's process what we really want to experience in life and take small steps and absorb that energy and get comfortable with it and how it feels. Is it high vibrational? Does it make you really want to dive in and experience more of it? Or is it, I learned a lesson yesterday too, or when we go beyond our bandwidth trying to do more and more, does it drain us and leave us a little tired? So also when we gain access to that, we know our bandwidth, we know our fatigue level, we know all of that. Things are much more enjoyable when they're done in short, sweet moments, right? That's why they are short and sweet. But most of the time when something is fun, we want to stretch that out. I always equate this with a day at the carnival. Exhausted children, eating way too much junk, trying to do everything at once, and it's just we feel like a deflated tire. Instead, this is, we walk into that carnival, we get cotton candy, we go on one little fun Ferris wheel ride, we play one game, and we leave. 1 hour, beautiful, enriched moments, but we're not exhausted. And then maybe a walk in nature, because that's another thing too, when things are really hyped up and there's lots of activity, that can also be draining. And yesterday I just wanted to do more and more after the plant store and going to the gym and just doing a lot. I felt like a zombie the end of the day. So it's one of those things to process and absorb as you're going along to see how much more bandwidth you truly have for these things. And what do you seek? What do you seek right now that you know is going to enhance your life? For me, it's slowing down and meditating and, again, this processing to know which step is viable and important to me for my next step in whatever, in my career, in my friendships, in my studies, because I'm really noticing the more things that come up on my feed, whether it's on YouTube that are tutorial and teaching, regardless of what it is, I'm fascinated. And I feel like I want to delve into certain areas of psychology now, people's relationship with money and how it affects relationships. Because I know, for one, in the beginning of my relationship, that caused some turbulence. I also want to learn more about the emotional aspect, and also the power of suggestion. Like, the more I read on that, I get super fascinated by it, because if you watch, and this is something I like to practice too, I'll see my family, if they're just sort of ho-humming along and I find something and I'm excited about it, whether it's going, I don't know, to an apple orchard or going somewhere, being super enthusiastic about something, and they get hyped up and they get stoked about it too, because through the power of suggestion and enthusiasm, we can get other people on board with some really cool ideas and notions, and also bring their vibe up. Because when we have something to look forward to, and that's my hope for you today as well, you give yourself something beautiful to look forward to, that you can jump in wholeheartedly and be excited and curious about. Because I just think about, like, the next, if tomorrow you were going to a tropical island, you were going to an amazing professional basketball game, you were going to go to Paris, whatever it is, you'd be so stoked, you'd be so high vibrational, because you have something wonderful. And it doesn't have to be, expensive or whatever, just something that you're looking forward to, that brings up that vibe and makes you happy and gets you excited for your next step in your journey. And give yourself that. Whether something else that can help, and it doesn't cost anything, is I'll go virtual shopping. I will literally go, where's this Airbnb in Tahiti that I want there? I'll go buy a virtual fun wardrobe, fun beach hats and all that. I'll put everything in the cart, and then I'll forget about it. But I'll be so excited, because in my mind, I'm going to Tahiti tomorrow and I got everything that I need. And if I truly do end up there, guess what? I got carts full of goodies that I can purchase and have delivered to my door. That sort of energy. Yesterday, beautiful snowfall. Everything is blanketed in Connecticut, where I live, with about somewhere between 4 to 6 inches. And it just looks peaceful and wonderful. And I feel like all cozily tucked into my house. I don't have to be anywhere. And it looks phenomenal. And it looks restful and magical. And I want to do some kind of interesting art with the snow, because I always feel like it's like a fresh canvas. And once I remember, that's part of the reason that I went and I got these out of the Valentine's bin, is I love red on snow, red roses, hearts. It really pops out. I wanted to make like a fun little heart tree and have nothing but the snow in the background. And we always have little critters that come around, rabbits and other things, and just do something that's interesting. That's something, that I'm seeking, a little bit of fun inspired art as well. So what do you seek? And label it, write it, journal about it, and then step into that beautiful, industrious state where you feel accomplished because you took a step in that direction. Whether it's you want to do a big canvas painting, that you start just investigating the cost of canvases and paints, whatever it is, taking that initial step, moving towards that thing that you're seeking. But sometimes we really do have to pinpoint it and find out what it is and know exactly what direction we want to move in to accomplish that. So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear today. I hope you have a great day. Love and light.